This time, I'm the one going out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, so this is something that I'm very excited to do. I haven't played Twilight Princess in a while, but I freaking love this game.
I really hope that what I'm looking at is Discord, because everything went pixelated as soon as you went live.
Yeah, that would be Discord. Let me see.
Discord.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, it looks like everything is still working fine. Okay, gotta make sure I actually have... Okay, there we go. Alright, so just gonna leave it Link. And the horse is gonna be Epona. That's just nice and classic.
Daring today, aren't we? Oh, that music sounded vaguely familiar.
Oh yeah, that's the fairy fountain.
Ah, those were in Breath of the Wild, so that's probably where I heard it.
Do you ever feel a strange sadness as dusk falls? They say it's the
Yeah,
only
it makes me think of 358.
when our world intersects with this. Only time we can feel the lingering regrets of spirits who have left our world.
Oh, that's a face.
Oh yeah. That is why loneliness always pervades the hour of twilight. But enough talk of sadness. I have a favor to ask of you, Link. I was supposed to deliver something to the royal family of Hyrule the day after tomorrow. Yes, it was a task set to me by the mayor, but would you go in my stead? You have never been to Hyrule, right? In the kingdom of Hyrule, there is a great castle, and around it is Castletown, a community far bigger than our little village. And far bigger than Hyrule is the rest of the world the gods created. You should look upon it all with your own eyes. It is getting late. We should head back to the village. I will talk to the mayor about this matter.
Okay, Mr. Man with a really weird face.
Yeah, some of the faces in this game are kind of cursed. I'll be straight up with
Like,
you.
Link looks fine, but that guy, whew.
Yeah.
That guy looks like he was laying on his side and then got run over by a steamroller.
That's very specific.
Oh, it's like fat and squished inward, and it's bizarre.
Yeah. Like, that is something I will be straight up with you about. Every once in a while, Zelda games have something that looks cursed. That is the faces of some NPCs in this game. That's...
Oh, baby Armin, how you doing?
That's Colin. He's a little fanboy bastard. So I think
This is the kind of commentary you're gonna get from me for most of the game, because like I am very much not a Zelda person.
No, that's reasonable.
I've only tried 3 games, to be fair, so like I could probably find another one I liked, but so far the only one I liked was Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, you've also tried Ocarina. What was the other one you tried?
The first game.
Ah. Yeah, I'm here. Might help me herd the goat. Son of a bitch. Yeah, they never listen to you, man.
I wanted to like the first game, but it was too obtuse. Like, I liked what it was going for, but it wasn't making it.
Where's Epona? She's been horse-snapped. By that...
And I kind of got this cool reminder thing, because Breath of the Wild feels like the first game done right 30 years later. Or more, I don't know how long it took.
Okay, so there we go. I have that set to left trigger. Okay, so I actually had to adjust some of my controls, so that's kind of weird. So, basically...
Is this like an emulator thing, or...?
Yeah. So, in order to actually make things function, I wanted to make the controls match what the Wii U Pro controller would be like. So essentially, A and B and X and Y are all reversed on my actual controller versus what it shows on the screen there.
Okay.
Alright.
I mean, if you're used to where the button placement is and you've played this game a lot, you will probably don't even need to look at the buttons.
Yeah, most likely not. It just might
Most
be...
confusing thing for me when I play Kingdom Hearts on PC is that since I'm using an Xbox controller, that's what it recognizes. So I'm always pushing the wrong X while I'm trying to set my shortcuts. The rest of the game I don't even notice.
This is the one horse girl that everyone...
She looks fine down to her waist, but then she has, like, no legs.
Yes, hello.
Like, her upper body's normally proportioned, but her lower body is that of a midget.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh my god, she's a Fire Emblem Awakenings character. That's the only thing I remember about that game.
Can I have my horse back? Oh, right. Yep, you want me to do this.
Stole your horse?
She gave her a wash.
Oh yeah, there is some sort of like weird music powers thing in Zelda, isn't there?
Yeah, this one actually doesn't have much in the way of actual magic that Link can do. It's like Breath of the Wild like that, but there are songs that Link can play and other stuff that kind of just work in this universe. Specifically, that song's just a song that Epona likes. It's technically a callback to Ocarina of Time, because that's Epona's song from Ocarina.
Hmm. I know there's some sort of reincarnation thing in Zelda. Does the horse get reincarnated too?
I think the horse is just a coincidence, but starting with Skyward Sword, they established that there's a cycle of Links and Zeldas always reincarnating. So I'm pretty sure the horse is just a coinkydink.
Like I've watched a few playthroughs of the games. Now they're usually playthroughs where the game is just sort of there and not the main focus.
I see.
But like I have a very basic knowledge of what's going on in Zelda, and I do mean very basic.
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor. Your daughter's a psychopath. Thank you.
I couldn't tell you which games are on which timeline, and I've only watched playthroughs of a couple of them. I think this game was one I watched, but like I watched it while I wasn't even looking at the screen. I was just listening while doing something else.
That's fair. Yep. So I am essentially just a goat herder.
Oh my god, I think I've seen this before. I vaguely remember hearing people complain about it.
It's not terrible.
Code in.
Let's see.
You're desperately trying to herd the good Twitter users to your account.
That is quite the task.
Goat in. I'm sorry, I'm just like the term goat from Twitter. That's the immediate thing I think of. I don't think it's from Twitter, but it's where I encountered it first.
I think goat was originally used in basketball. And Twitter and other places just adopted it. But I wouldn't know, I'm not a sports ball fan.
My buddy Vane on Twitter has given me a slight crash course in some slang, and goat was one of the first ones. Because he specifically was the first person who used the word goat. He called me a goat, and I was like, what? I don't understand. Is that an insult?
I like how this guy said that he definitely can handle the goats without a problem next time. He cannot.
Do they immediately get out?
The man's just incompetent. I do most of his job. Alright.
Oh. Vaguely remembering the Cuckoo's mission that I got to in Ocarina of Time. That seems to be a theme in Zelda.
Oh, you mean at Lon Lon?
I don't remember. It was this
Okay.
little village. I was supposed to find all the cuckoos, and it pissed me off, so I attacked one, and they fought back.
Yeah, that's a mistake. You don't mess with the chickens in a Zelda game.
I think that was one of the last things I did in the game. I was just like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, the chickens will mess you up. I think this game, there's like a really weird thing that happens if you attack them, unlike the usual. I don't remember, though. And yes, this dude...
I know that I did start making a game of this, so like every time I was about to go in a building anyway, I would attack the cuckoo till it got mad and then immediately leave.
Let's see. I think...
That was a very unnatural ladder climbing down animation.
Little bit.
It sort of looked like it was just the up animation in reverse.
I swear
Which
there's a
doesn't
chest
work
down
right.
here, but I... Ah, well.
Chest in the darkness. Tied to the dark. Soon to be completely eclipsed.
Ah, well. If it's...
Yes, I'm imagining Ansem coming to Link in the darkness of that little cave. This has got the same sort of graphical look, so I'm kind of stuck in that headspace.
God damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay, what do you bastards want? Selling a slingshot.
Oh boy, that sounds like a tool you're going to use for the rest of the game, even though you bought it from a child.
Okay, so the general store is selling a slingshot.
Oh, the general store? I thought the child was selling one.
No. Oh, you finished a fishing rod? Oh. Right, okay, so I got stuff to do. Let's see. I don't remember how many rupees it takes to get the slingshot.
Hey.
Enough.
Oh.
Yep,
It takes enough rupees to get the slingshot.
yep. That was someone teaching me about Z targeting, which is essentially the lock-on mechanic.
Okay.
There do be a cat over there.
Is this the one with the weird Wiimote swinging mechanics?
That would be Skyward Sword. The Wii version of Twilight Princess had some motion control, but it was mostly just wiggling the stick and you swing.
Ah, so Sonic the Black Knight.
Essentially.
When I was a kid, I was so convinced that the directions I was swinging mattered, and then I played it again when I was a little older. I was like, oh, no, it doesn't at all. we just ruined those bees' day.
Yeah, they gotta suffer. Yay, $5. Okay, so what I'm doing now is harassing a monkey because a monkey stole, like, a baby seed. So, I gotta yoink it back from it.
I didn't know you had a pet hawk in this game.
He just likes the sound of the grass that I play, so he helps me out. Don't think the hawk even has a name. I call him Capora because that's a reference. Okay.
Oh yeah, the annoying owl in Ocarina.
That's the one. Good man. Hello, yes, I found this for you.
I believe I encountered him twice.
Yes, I did actually, because I remembered I needed to do this. Yep. Alright, so this is kind of a tutorial on just puzzling out what you need to do. Since I already knew I could kind of just solve it, but this is Colin's mom. He mentioned having a fishing rod and that I should talk to his mom about it. She would have mentioned the cradle, and I would have found the monkey and gotten it from it.
Okay. Who carries things like that? Link, what are you doing?
That's just how he carries things. This is supposed to give me the fishing rod. Yes, thank you. My man has never seen a fishing rod. Look at that face.
Yeah. I expect to see that face every time he gets any item ever.
Yep. Unless it's like a joke or something, in which case he just looks confused.
Now, I know he's a silent protagonist, but this game will get major points with me if they can at least make him emote in cutscenes.
I can confirm the man's does look pretty expressive at some points. Like, he's got a look of fury.
Like, I know that, like, Midna is pretty mean to him early in the game, so if he can at least, I don't know, he's a wolf, he'll growl or something, right?
Oh, yes.
Like, go along with it because he needs to do it anyway. Alright. You're already winning me over more than Breath of the Wild Link did.
Yeah, he is very clearly not a fan of Midna originally. Oh, by the way, if you roll as you're falling, it increases the distance you can fall without taking full damage.
Well, that's in this game too. I figured that out in Ocarina of Time. Because I was really annoyed with that tree dungeon and I kept falling off one of the things. And then I accidentally rolled and survived.
Yep. That is a 3D Zelda classic, my friend.
I thought it was a glitch, not a mechanic, but okay.
Okay. So, now I'm just further exploiting the system. Let's see. Okay, let's see.
Something's biting.
Okay. Did they change how this controls? Because I'm supposed to pull back with one of the sticks. I don't know. I barely use the fishing rod in this game. It doesn't even have a reel, so you just have to yoink them up. Yay. They're doobie fish. Chicky shit. So, that cat is owned by the lady who runs the general store. Because the cat ran away, she was too depressed to actually sell people her shit. So, I needed to get the cat.
What about get the cat?
I had to get the cat to go back home because the cat's owner is the shop owner, and the shop owner was too depressed to actually sell her shit.
She's probably depressed because she has a cat.
Yeah, you know what? Cats are conniving. Hello, lady. You have your cat back. Today he caught a fish all by his little old self. Did he really now? Maybe he's a genius.
He's a genius if he can do it again.
Okay, and now I have a bottle.
Oh yeah, as I vaguely recall, one of the memes in Zelda's that you got a bottle full of milk, but more importantly, you got a bottle.
That is 100% correct. The bottle is much more of an important factor in this situation. Let's see. So, I need more cash. 5 rubies, specifically. Oh. I'm being an idiot. Because I have 25, slingshot is 30.
Alright, now after you got mad at me in Kingdom Hearts 1, if you ever get lost in this game ever, I will be tearing the shit out of you.
I'm 100% aware of that, and I'll respect you for it, as a matter of fact. There we are. Okay, so that's 35. The aerial view. I don't see anything else I need to yoink immediately.
I did figure out why I got you lost. It's because of the way I play Kingdom Hearts 1. I just go to every room until the story moves on. I don't actually just know what triggers some of the things.
Oh yeah,
Specifically Deep Jungle.
this is
That's
a
how
thing,
I
by
play
the
it.
way. If you hold a chicken...
I think that was a thing in Ocarina as well.
Yep. Another 3D Zelda classic.
I also hated it in Ocarina. Because they always seemed to go down too quickly and I could never make it to whatever it was they wanted me to get to.
Okay, there we go. Yep, I've run out of pellets. I can use pumpkin seeds. No?
Pumpkin seeds?
Essentially, the slingshot's ammo is little pellets, but if I run out, if I break a pumpkin, I can get pumpkin seeds that can be used as replacement ammunition.
Are pellets better, or is just pumpkin seeds become pellets?
They become pellets.
As far as the game's concerned. Alright.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Alright, you cheeky shit. Oh, hey, Russell, how's it going?
Hey.
Just delivered something to my room. Got the fishing rod. Yep, works pretty good now that I know how to use it. Thank you, sir. Damn spiders!
Spiders! Spiders! Spiders! Oh, weren't those in Ocarina as well? Those look familiar.
Yep, it's one of those things where there's recurring enemies and stuff. Some of them look pretty different between games, some of them do not. Oh, gee, I wonder what he delivered to my house. Maybe it's inside the massive chest? A wooden
Oh,
sword.
he didn't do the thing where he like pulled it out of the chest and threw it at the camera.
Yeah.
Complete with a "you got a thing."
That's more of a Wind Waker thing.
Oh, I thought it was every Zelda.
Ocarina does it. Wind Waker definitely does it. That's more of how Twilight Princess does it. Okay, let's see if I can remember the chicken thing. Let's see. Excuse me, sir. You are going to suffer. Come here. Aha! Bold of you. Okay. Let's see. It's a weird thing, and I don't know if it's in the HD version. Ah!
Why
Okay.
would they take it out?
I don't know.
I keep seeing flashes, so I think you're doing something.
Aha! Look at this shit! Now I am the chicken!
You became the chicken?
Yeah, I got no idea why, but if you hit a chicken enough times in Twilight Princess, you become chicken. Instead of them forming a horde and attacking you.
Okay.
Yeah, that never really made sense to me either.
It sounds like neither a punishment nor a reward. I'm just confused.
I think they decided to do that because of just the instinctive reaction ever since the first game, where if you attack enough chickens, they'll form a horde and attack you. So I think they just decided to put that in as that, aha! You expected something, but this is something different.
Become a chicken, make the boss attack you, then a horde of chickens fights the boss for you.
Okay, so I gotta show off the slingshot. Yes, I can lock on to targets were I to so choose. Of course, they have to have that little arrow above their head in order to actually lock on, like so.
Okay.
Yep, so basically the kids are a fanboy troop, and, well, fangirl in that one's case, but they act as the tutorial because they know all your moves and want you to show them off.
Why do you have a fan group? You haven't done anything yet.
Because I am the only teenager in this town.
Oh, so they're just idolizing you as an older person, not as the great Link passed down.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, no one knows about that.
Whatever being a Link means, I don't understand, honestly.
Okay, the stab. There we go. Yeah, so...
Oh my god, I just noticed, like, the youngest one's face, and I hate it.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so, the spin attack.
Oh yeah, his up B.
And the jump attack.
And eat that, Link. Sora's was better. Because Sora's up B and Link's up B are basically the same thing.
They are pretty similar, yeah. Oh no, it's a monkey. Oh god. You idiots! I'm not paid enough for this. Because I'm not paid at all!
Paid?
Aha! Alright.
Oh, so money under rocks is not just a Breath of the Wild thing.
Sure isn't. There's actually a reason in a previous Zelda game. In the Zelda game Minish Cap for the Game Boy Advance, there's actually a species of little things called the Minish that just leave shit under rocks and in grass. Alright,
Well,
so...
I guess they're not very happy when you find their stuff that they hid.
And not usually. I don't remember, it's been a while since I've seen much of Minish Cap, but I think they don't particularly care, they just like leaving stuff. Alright, so... we passed by the two others, and noted that one went further in. So now we are leaving the village and heading into the woods to try to chase down the monkey, and the idiot who decided to chase after the monkey to begin with.
Yeah, I'm assuming those things at the bottom are like the stamina bar, but why do they look like clocks?
They're spurs. You know, like on a cowboy's boot?
Okay, I see it now.
Alright. Oh yeah, you're the trader guy, not Beetle.
Man, your hair. It's fantastic.
Thank you, sir. See, I sell lantern oil here. I'm trying to drum up sales by giving away free lanterns. It's a business tactic. I mean, you know what? Not the worst business tactic I've ever heard of.
Yeah, I don't need a lantern, but I wouldn't say no to a free lantern.
Right? Not the brightest tool in the jar, this guy. But he got the spirit. I don't know if that's necessary yet, but lighting torches you find, it do be a thing to do in Zelda games. Alright. Man, it's gonna feel weird not having a shield. Let's see. There we go.
Why do flowers bleed?
Play wooden sword. It's Talus's play wooden sword. The little turd. Yeah, green blood is just a thing in this game. Just go with it. That's more of a blue gunk, but point.
Can't have a video game without bat enemies.
Ah, yes, the keys. Oh yeah, and if you equip something else while your lantern's out, like say my sword, it just goes on your waist, so you don't have to put it away all the time. I just do to try to conserve lantern fuel.
Kinda nice. Well, it's annoying, you gotta worry about fuel, just have light.
I mean, that's always a thing. You always have to worry about running out of battery or something. Plus, it's not just
Not in
light,
video
it's
games.
fire.
I haven't really played, honestly, any video games that have a light mechanic where you have to babysit something to allow you to see.
Horror games do it a lot.
Yeah, but I don't play horror games.
Fair.
I don't like jump scares, and that's pretty much all horror games have.
Okay.
It's actually why I'm more interested in reading a horror story than I am in watching a horror movie or playing a horror game.
Yeah, they can't really just rely on jump scares in that case. I see.
There's literally no way to jump scare you in a book.
Unless it's secretly a pop-up book. Didn't think of that one, did you?
I mean, I feel like it would be hard to hide that. Huh. Why are these pages so far apart from each other?
Okay, can I just not reach... Oh, duh. I'm an idiot.
Only you had something with which to shoot them from afar.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Ah, so a staple gun.
Okay, now we are in the woods proper.
You know what? That's what I want for a Zelda game. I want a Zelda game where Link's hanging out in like a modern day metropolis, but he has to do all this weird shit in a modern day metropolis.
Oh! Yeah, so that's what bokoblins look like. The first enemies you run into in Breath of the Wild, they look like weird fat ogre things in this game.
They look like weird fat ogre things in that game.
Yeah. So, not necessarily different. It's just a different design.
They look
It's still
a
the
lot
same
more
concept.
visually interesting in Breath of the Wild. Like, this is definitely a more realistic look to them, but they're kind of boring looking.
Reasonable.
I'm not like a super fan of Breath of the Wild's enemies, but I think they at least look interesting looking. They're visually identifiable as Breath of the Wild's enemies. You could put that in any game and I couldn't have told you it was from this one.
Let's see. The keys have those little hook tails, which I think is pretty cool. Alright, let's see. There do be loot in this direction, and in typical video game fashion, I go towards the loot, not towards saving people. You know, just usual things.
I mean, that's what I'm used to in my RPGs. And apparently Nintendo thinks this counts as an RPG. Even though there isn't really any stat building at all in these games.
Aha! Yeah, so that's a thing every once in a while. For some reason, pieces of heart are 5 and you get a new heart container in this game. Usually it's 4.
Okay.
That's just an interesting thing. I don't necessarily know why they did it. Don't mind if I yes. Thank you for your sacrifice, good sir. Or bad sir, rather. That's kind of the point.
What exactly are monsters in this world? Are they just animals that attack you when you get near, or are they actually some sort of malevolent force?
It depends. There are hostile, just normal animals, but, like, the Dekubabas are actually just hostile plant life. They're basically this world's version of, like, Venus flytraps or something.
Yeah.
And Keese are just bats. But the things like the Bokoblins, these guys, are actual malevolent beings. And some stuff we'll run into later are just things that were natural that were corrupted by malevolence. Because, you know...
Oh, the malevolence. Better get Saray in here. I know, you haven't played, what was it? Not Zillia. Zestiria. You haven't played that one yet.
No, that's the one that came out before Berseria but takes place after.
Yeah.
Don't you play as the shepherd in that game?
Yeah, that's like why it was a really cool moment for me when I was playing Berseria when I finally realized that, wait a minute, this is a prequel to Zestiria. Because I started that game not knowing it was the same universe.
Okay. 20 rupees.
Because there's such a massive, what the heck is that bird?
It's a merchant bird.
A Murkrow, you say?
Yeah. So you'll notice he has the same afro as that merchant guy that sells lantern oil. I think he's his pet bird.
Okay, well I made a Pokemon reference and...
Yep. No, I understood and appreciate it. So
that was all as far as I was getting.
He sells lantern oil and red potions. I dip my lantern in the oil in order to refill it, and then I put the money in the thing, because otherwise he'd be
Oh, he
pissed.
gives you a free lantern and sells you oil. Now his business model makes sense.
Yeah. Aha! There to be some loot.
Oh no, the monkey's been captured. And the kid too.
The child too, I suppose. That's less important. Hello! Would you like to hear about your Lord and Savior death? Okay, calm down.
I'm waiting for your stick to shatter before your very eyes. I know, that's a Breath of the Wild thing. I'm just so used to seeing it with Zelda combat.
Yeah, I believe Breath of the Wild's the only one that does that. You can get sticks in Ocarina of Time that do break.
Well, I don't think I ever fought anything with a stick in Ocarina of Time.
You know those plants that I was fighting? They're in Ocarina of Time, and depending on how you kill them, you either get Deku Seeds or Deku Sticks.
Oh, wait, now I remember the sticks were good for attacking something. I forget what. It's been a really long time, and I wasn't particularly enjoying my time with it, so all of my memories of the game are vague.
Looks like I brought him home already. Yep. Know how strange the woods seem? Yeah, full of monsters. Yep, tomorrow I'm heading for Hyrule. I'm sure nothing will go wrong before then. If I'm lucky, I may even get to meet Princess Zelda. Ah ha ha!